So guys, it's from one security challenge to another. The military men who were sent to go rescue the 25 girls abducted in Kebbi State have been ambushed by these terror guys. It will shock you to see what happened to our gallant military men. But before we get into the video, you must have heard that there was a CTV that captured moment these terror guys invaded a church in Kwara State. By 3 people, they took the pastor and also other worshippers along. Their whereabouts still unknown. I want you to first of all take a look at what happened in Kwara Church, CAC. And you'll be taking a look at what has happened to our military men who were on a rescue mission to go get back our girls who were kidnapped by these terror guys. So guys, in case you don't know, the whole place has been hijacked. There is a video trending where Buba Galadima came out to talk about the plan of the North to invade Nigeria using Buhari's tactics. All this you are going to be seeing in this video is very, very shocking. Anyway, let me allow you to take a look at the video. Let's start with what happened in Kwara State. And then you watch the video of what has just happened to our military men. It is still a breaking news. Like, I read directly from the online space. It says, terrorists ambush Nigerian military heading to rescue kidnapped Kebbi Girls School. Several injured. You need to see what is happening in Nigeria. The whole system has been captured. So guys, let me take you through some of the reactions coming from Nigerians. Like Showore has reacted, and this is what he said. Tinubu appears not to even know what's going on in Nigeria, except where there is land to grab, loans to obtain, and steal, and using Nyesom Wike to cause confusion in preparation for his dead and failed 2027 election. At this point, Tinubu must go. Showore is saying Nigerians must come out to demand that Tinubu should go. Tinubu must resign. That is where Nigerians should be standing at this point. Now, Akpabio himself, the Senate president, has reacted, and here is his reaction. He said, Kebbi school girls abduction. Senate President Akpabio says, there is no society without crime. Nigerians, have you seen the kind of leaders you have? This is the statement of the Senate President of Nigeria after the whereabouts of 25 students, girl students, is still unknown. He said there is no society without crime. Anyway, guys, I'm going to allow you to take a look at this short video from Kwara State Church. Moment these terrorists invaded a church, killing 3, abducted the pastor and other worshippers. And also you are going to see what happened to our gallant soldiers when they were ambushed by these terrorists that kidnapped the 25 girls from Kebbi State Secondary School. Take your time, watch these videos, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell notification. Now take a look.
Sorry, Aminu. Sorry. Oh boy, if today you don't stand well, that they don't finish us for that bad. Isa naka nene pa nake maka tsoro ba. So, ada wannan ko banda wannan ne Musa na Allah li shina cikin emra kuma shi a baya na kalbe shalo in won save na for bag na two places that PKT this thing this one no be bro na fire no the enter o na bullet dey. Calm down.
I saw Scott Iguma crying and talking about the killing of the Brigadier General, and I just laughed in my mind. You know why? I laughed because this is the same way I cried when I saw how police treated him. I saw his video when he was explaining how Nigerian police dehumanized him, how Nigerian police ruptured his hands out of wickedness because of P1 Real Estate Company. And I cried watching that video. I'm going to ask Scott Iguma and every other person out there crying, what has our tears done? What has our tears done? There should be a protest to remove Tinubu. Nobody wants to say it. Everybody is scared. There should be a mass movement to unseat Tinubu, and damn you if you think this is political. Oh, hell with you. May you rot in the hottest part of hell if you think this is political. People are dying. People are being kidnapped, all because of the incompetence of one person. Security now is a joke in this country. Look at the live video in Kwara State. Live, it happened live inside the church. There should be a safe haven for people. Yet they kill people, kidnap people. Even the old is not spared. Children are not spared. And you think tears will bring anything back? Tears is not gonna do nada. Let me also break your hearts, Nigerians. Donald Trump is not coming to save you. If you will not save yourself, trust me, you're destined for doom. If you will not come outside and save yourself, you are destined for doom. Are you seeing Nigeria? Are you seeing the pattern? It's going. We're on a free fall. Hey, just the way we have London bridges falling down, we have Nigeria bridges falling down. It's okay. I was reading the comment section yesterday. I saw some APC touts. APC where God go punish. The curse that devil placed on Nigerians is APC. I saw them in the comment section saying, why are you talking like this? But it's an old video. It's an old video. That is the new propaganda you people want to bring. Oh God. See, we shouldn't be targeting just politicians. You see their supporters. You see their supporters. That is why Abatobaze will remain a bastard till he dies. For the rest of his life, he will never see peace. He will never see anything good. His descendants will reap from his wickedness. You see the supporters of bad politicians. As we are targeting bad politicians, we should be targeting their supporters. Because how are you online? On all blogs, you are typing, it's a fake video. They are trying to discredit Tinubu. Jesus Christ! Are you not human? Even if you are paid to do this media work, are you not human? Look at the old woman. She was running for safety. I'll live 70 years for life. I'll go die for hands of small children. I'll go die for hands of failed government. It's not just insecurity. A lot is going on. Doctors are on strike. People are missing. Education zero. Healthcare zero. What the fuck? Jesus.
People are turned security to a business. So we should not monetize the death of people by those who are living by appropriating funds in the name of protecting schools. And as we know now, the schools are not protected. What happened to the money? Floor of this Senate and outside this Senate. And even during the electionary campaign. But the size of the Nigerian army is exactly what it was. So my prayer is this.
The additional prayer is that time and time again, we have gone.
Yes.
Urge the Senate time and time again to do what?
No, urge the Nigerian Armed Forces and the Commander-in-Chief to recruit additional 1,000 men into the Nigerian Army so that we have enough men and women in uniform to cover the entire country. And number two, that we probe the amount disbursed in the name of Safe School Program. How much was spent? Who collected the money? What did they do with it? Because now we have seen, Mr. President, as additional prayer, people are turned security to a business. So we should not monetize the death of people by those who are living by appropriating funds in the name of protecting schools, and as we know now, the schools are not protected. What happened to the money?
So your prayer 3?
Yes, sir.
Is that we should urge to continue by ensuring the recruitment.
To probe what has happened to the money.
No, you had 2 legs. One, sir, is that
it's a motion of 2 legs. One is to recruit additional 1,000 men and women into the Nigerian army.
You had 2 legs. You had 2 legs. You had 2 legs.
Yes, sir. I have 2 legs, sir. Left and right.
You had 2 legs to your contribution. One is that we should enhance the Safe School program by immediate recruitment of at least 1,000 additional personnel.
No, 100,000.
Or 100,000 additional personnel to ensure the protection of schools.
That is army. Because the chief of army staff said they have 177,000 men. I think we should have at least 100,000 more to make it 277,000. This point will be captured in our prayer that we want additional 100,000 men and women to be recruited and trained and equipped and well kitted in the Nigerian army to be able to cover the increasing number of population and the fact that we now have more schools that we used to have in 1960, in 1970, in 1980. Every year, our population is growing at 3%, and therefore our armed forces numbers should increase in addition to the deployment of appropriate tracking technology.
So urge the President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces to order immediate recruitment of at least 100,000 personnel.
Yes, Mr. President.
Into the armed forces. It
will be, sir, I have always said we fund them. This is better than providing tokens to people. These are jobs that out of the unemployment market. It will be money well spent, even if somebody else has to give.
So we should all of the armed forces to immediately ensure the recruitment of at least 100,000 personnel.
Yes, sir.
Into the armed forces. No, it's at least. He's saying at least. At least it's a motion. At least 100,000 personnel into the armed forces to cater for the security of the nation in view of the exponential increase in our population. That's one.
The second
one is
money voted
that
for
we should look into
safe school
that
program.
The Senate, we are urging the Senate to look into the issue or the money voted for safe school program and how they were utilized.
Yes, Mr. President. Thank you, sir.
Any seconder?
There's need for guidance here. He ought to have crafted his motion in the way that it will be well understood. Put it together and then you read it so that somebody will second. Just write it, couch it very well, and then somebody will second. Because there are 2 motions together.
Sorry. Madam Shimole, clench it immediately so he can craft the motion for us.
Those says and make sense out of it. That's why we have clerk.
It's the practice of the Senate that when you have additional prayer, you should write it out. Is there any other additional prayer? No. Okay, so we wait. We'll give him a few minutes to conclude on the additional prayer. The distinguished Senator Oshimole is busy crafting his additional prayer. I want you to know that in all circumstances where you have additional prayer, even after it has been concluded, the staff here will still give you a plain sheet so you can author it for the purpose of our votes and proceedings. You must write it out for the purpose of our votes and proceedings. That is the normal practice in the Senate. Let me quickly thank distinguished Senator Yaya, our leader, for bringing this issue to the fore and to say that it's really a matter of urgent national importance occurring just yesterday morning. And I do know that I haven't got much details, but I know that this must have been an educational institute that was not limited to one religion. So I'm sure that the place must have been full of both Christians and Muslims. And so a lot of people who are going with a sentiment of targeted violence on religious basis should note that a bullet, whether it is stray or direct, has no religious inclination.
Well, my immediate reaction is that I was not surprised for what has happened, and I expect more to happen. I'm not praying for. But the reality on ground is the fact that I have provided some useful information hours before the incident. If those informations were not ignored, if at all it was utilized accordingly, we wouldn't have found ourselves where we are. Because I had a privileged information of presence of these guys around Yauri, Rijau, Sakaba, and Dankosobu. About around 4 to 5 p.m., and I keep tracking their movements through my network around the area, and I have been providing this information to those who are responsible for utilizing it.
Was it after the abduction?
However,
or before the abduction?
At the time when it happens, you cannot tell me that we allow our airspace management to be under the control of the coward criminals. Because it's something we could have managed. When the information sparks, we will have utilized it to use the airstrike to follow up with them through the air, which they don't have control over, and be able to man the situation accordingly. It is internal sabotage and negligence. It is combined irresponsibility and irresponsibleness of the attitude of our security agencies and the inability to hold people accountable and responsible for the responsibilities given. It is obvious that these issues are manageable, and these issues are issues that we can manage. We are only neglecting and we are only not doing what we're supposed to do. That is why we're having these issues continually.
Okay. Dr. Gates, so your intelligence report, and then those who you had, your sources were tracking the movement of these gunmen. And did you get the information before, after the kidnapping?
I got the information more than 6 hours before, and I relayed the information to the right authority more than 5 hours before, because I had to certify the information before I release it. So I certified it. I got it sometimes around 6 p.m. So between 6 p.m. and 7 p.m. a day to the event, I scrutinized the information and I affirmed it, and I relayed it to the right authority. And I know even the communities around have also relayed some information.
Okay.
And like a report says, there are even military formations around the area surrounding. If at all we have barricaded the 5 local government or 6, that is Kontagora, Rijau, Mashegu, Mariga, Sakaba, Dankosogu, Zuru, Fakai, and part of no, we could have been able to handle this situation accordingly. Because these guys are moving freely, as free as air, as free as the governor is moving in the government house. Within these areas, or these local government areas I have listed out. And if anybody want to prove me wrong, I can be apprehended. I have my proven records and I have my evidence. And anybody who wants to prove me wrong can get me anytime. I'm ready. Nigeria is our country and we will not continue to keep quiet while our people are being killed like ants. We will not keep quiet. We will continue to talk and we will continue to generate evidences. Okay. And we are ever ready to continue to provide necessary intelligence and necessary support to security agencies. Okay. As far as they are ready to utilize it or they are not ready to utilize it. Whether they want to use it or they don't want to use it, will not be tied and will not be deterred by any irresponsible, corrupt person not to provide those information.
Fantastic.
We consider this as our responsibility
Dr.
as citizen of Nigeria.
Yeah, Dr.
And I am taking the responsibility of generating this information, and I'll continue to generate it, and I'll continue to send it around for the utilization or misuse, whatever.
Dr. Getso, who are these gunmen?
Who are what?
The gunmen. What group are they? Who are these gunmen that we're hearing abducted the 25 girls?
Sorry, come again?
Yeah, who are the gunmen? What's their identity? Is it Boko Haram or what?
No. The gunmen are the Fulani militia in conjunction with all the tribes working around the area. Because I still disagree with anybody who is saying that it is the Fulani that are kidnapping. Yes, of course, they can be the kidnappers. But who is creating enabling environment for them? Who have been providing them with necessary information and social needs? Yes, of course, they may be the ones that carrying the arms and ammunition. They may be in control of the arms. They may be the ones who are conducting or killing the people and doing all sort of ABCD. But who has been providing them with the social needs? Are they not a human being? Who has been providing them with the medical support? Who has been providing them with the food? The petrol they are using, who has been providing it to them? Is it the urine of the cows? Those machines they are using, are they cows that are being converted to whatever?
Okay.
Do a Fulani man who cannot read or write, who don't understand A, B, and C, have the capacity and ability? How did he get the capacity and ability to have taken A, B, C, D and manage AK-47 and other sophisticated ammunitions, and ammunitions?
Right. Okay. So what do you think?
All those things.
Yeah.
It's a combination of those people who are living within the areas where this criminality is taking place.
Okay. You mentioned.
And government knows what it's supposed to do, and the security agencies, if they know their job very well,
what are they supposed to do?
They could have done it accordingly.
What are they supposed to do?
So there are a lot of rascalities, a lot of irresponsibleness, a lot of negligence, a lot of sabotage, a lot of external influx, and so on and so forth.
Dr. Getso, where do you suspect, or what do you think? Why do you think this particular school was targeted? Why the school?
Well, I cannot really say why for now, because I'm trying to also generate information.
Okay.
So I don't want to discuss something that I'm still making a follow-up investigation.
Okay. You said government knows what to do. What are they meant to be doing in order to solve this situation? Maybe rescue the girls and also prevent it from happening again.
To handle those issues we have been advising the government to do for more than 20 years. Let them go and endorse what we have been talking about. Let them go and endorse the reports of the commissions of inquiry and the investigation reports and the intelligence reports and other relevant documents that has been kept over time by the commissioners of police, the AIGs, the DIGs and others. Let all those things be revisited, and I believe once those things are visited, a useful information will be found which can easily be utilized in addressing the issue.
Communities that have been ravaged by bandits, by little children that have been taken captive from their schools. Drinkers of blood, eaters of human flesh. Corners where terrorism have arisen. Will you watch your rod? Will you watch your rod? Communities that don't know where to run to. Ekabarakodosa, Likigayaba. Error you see, error you see, error you see, wherever those children are. Wherever these families are, Itayaba, Ikatukorasa, Ikadayasa, Akadebarosu, Akashamara, Likodobolosaya, Elekidea. Abba, we are out. Let your mercy be poured out. Let your mercy be poured out. Let your mercy be poured out. Abba, today let all eyes know you are God. Abba, let all flesh know you are God. Abba, go with your mercy. 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 Let your amen turn louder.
So guys, you have seen what is happening in Nigeria today. I don't know which other term you have to for this. I don't know what you have to call this. I don't know how we can manage the situation on ground. Anyway, I don't even think any foreign power is willing to risk the lives of their military men. The country has been overrun. The country has been invaded. The country has been taken over. They want to Islamize Nigeria at all costs. The secret has been leaked. I mean, Nigeria is gone as it stands now. Nigeria is gone. For those who are saying this country should still be what it is today, I don't know. I think it is just better we go pathways. See, the former military man, the former naval commander said, if you don't want Nigeria to be Islamized, divide Nigeria. If you don't want Nigeria to be Islamized, divide Nigeria. This is from a naval officer. If you don't want Nigeria to be Islamized, divide Nigeria. If you don't want Nigeria to be Islamized, divide Nigeria. That is what this man said. He is a Yoruba man, but he said, if only Tinubu can get the courage to divide this country. So guys, wonders shall never end. This is another news in Nigeria today. The Nigerian military has been compromised. See, as terrorists, they ambush our soldiers. Someone from the inside is definitely feeding the terrorists with the information. Listen and understand what is happening. The military has been infiltrated. The lives of Adalan military men and women jeopardized. Hey, Papa. nnamdi Kanu reportedly warned that this would eventually happen. This was why he was fighting for Tinubu to have a referendum and would protect them from the impending Islamic attack. Instead, he was in prison, and now we are all suffering it. So, guy, the video of Nnamdi Kanu playing here, I tell you, Nigerians, we are in a mess. This person here said, this is heartbreaking. Our soldiers are risking their lives. Your terrorists keep taking advantage of weak security structure. Nigeria needs a real strategy, not repentant strategy. And this other person here said, I will take care of security while Tinubu will take care of economy. Coming from Shetima, he will take care of security while Tinubu will take care of economy. This person here said, most likely, there are lots of moles in the Nigerian military. Why won't they be when Boko Haram militants are absorbed into the military? These are friends. They are friends in the forest, and there is no way they will be loyal to the nation and pick her over their friends. What happened to air surveillance before embarking on mission during the operation? What happened to air surveillance? What happened to air surveillance? At least if it's air surveillance, that will be talking about maybe 1 or 2 persons. You know? A disgraced nation. Look at how ragtag Islamic terrorists is really defeating our military. Just recently, a brigadier general captured. They brutally killed by Islamic terrorists, and now they lay an ambush on a company of Nigerian army. We are fucked and crooked. So, guys, Nigeria is gone. Nigeria is really gone. 7 in the Nigerian military today. Pure heartbreak. Is a disgraced nation. I'm so worried about what's happening here. If Tinubu is not ready to lead the country, let him resign and go into shameful hiding. Stop sending our youth to their untimely death because of his incompetence. You know. Yes, yesterday it was general and many of our soldiers. Today is these betrayed soldiers. Government colludes. Government colludes. Our air troops. Our troops supposed to march on ground without clearance by the Air Force. Our troops supposed to march on ground without clearance by the Air Force. Where are the drones? Like many have said, the military has heavily been infiltrated and operations have been largely compromised. Child, God help Nigeria. I'm so worried. I'm touched by what I'm seeing. It's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking to see somebody's mother, father, somebody's father, uncle, brothers just woke up. Possibly these people spoke with their families yesterday only for them to embark on this journey and were attacked. This is how you know someone on the top is giving them information, because how can they ambush soldiers coming? And again, they send a full squad of different platoon to save the girls. They can't be more than the army in the bush. They can't be more than the army in the bush. This is how you know someone at the top is giving them information, because how can they ambush soldiers coming? And again, why can't they send a full squad of different platoons to save the girls? They can't be more than the army in the bush. They can't be more than the army in the bush. They can't be more than the army in the bush. This person is saying that why was it just a handful of army that were sent, you know? If not for the rate of unemployment in Nigeria and fear of what their family will eat, I don't think Nigerian soldiers would think twice if an option to resign is being present to them. They now bunch of sacrificial lamb waiting to be used by their organs to collect annual security budget. Can you imagine? Every time our soldiers move to rescue kidnapped girls, they walk straight into the ambushes. Who is leaking their movement? How many more brave lives must have we to put at risk because careless or corrupt people within? The worst part is they will begin to wait. Is this a sort of playbook we are dealing with? How this going like from frying pan to fire kind of story? Send boys into the camp to the bush. Send boys in the camp to the bush and also inform boys in the bush that the boys in the camp are coming. What's a sovereign nation? Can you imagine? Nigeria is finished and we are not taking it seriously. APC will end us if we don't end this. Politics is how things got this bad. They have Boko Haram in the army who are loyal to the Boko Haram ideology. Wonders shall never end though. We are a comedy country. What do you expect from military? You assimilate terrorists into. You have the son of a non-terrorist sympathizer, Gumi, as a senior army officer. The military is compromised. Nigeria is gone. Nigeria is gone. I mean, the rate at which Nigerian military forces is embarrassed on a daily basis is pitiful. Like the so-called intelligence and forceful capacity has become a laughingstock to these terrorist cells. If an internal threat cannot be neutralized, what then is the fate of the international threat? I've been saying this for ages. Nigeria is at war, and this war is more serious than most average Nigerians care to realize. How on earth the terrorists get the intel about the detail of the rescue mission? We're just still talking about the Brigadier General that was murdered, and today see where we are, back to square one. Another ambush. Who did this to us, Nigerians? Giant of Africa. Even smaller countries like Chad are now better off than us. Our military and our government are all compromised. Nigerian government rehabilitated terrorists into Nigerian armed forces and expected our soldiers to be safe. Who is giving the terrorist signal or information about the military plan? Federal government still want to employ 1,000 soldiers very soon. Nobody will have the audacity to join the military when the terrorists are done with the military from within. Rehabilitated soldiers will be the only one in the rehabilitated soldiers will be the only one in the Nigerian armed forces. Fulani oligarchy are very intelligent and intentional. They will definitely conquer Nigeria using Nigerian armed forces. We need state police and freedom to our own to own a gun. Madness for madness. I think this makes sense, honestly. The whole nation, both government officials and military, are terrorists. They feed on innocent blood. They are informants to the terrorists. They are giving them every information. It shall not be well with them. I learned that Chibok girls, 90% were Christians. So sad. Anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you.